You are now tuned in to the Bringing Real Back podcast. All right, welcome to episode 8 on Bringing Real Back podcast. As y'all can tell, we just chilling and we talking today, you feel me? Today I got my boy Johnathan in the building. We're going to get into some deep topics today. You know, we're going to be kind of headed more towards the conspiracy side of things, you know what I'm saying? And we're going to go from there. Do you want to shout out your Instagram or anything? I can tag it in the video.
Cannot stop the rain. Underscores on each word.
All right, we just going to get straight into it. We're not going to hold y'all, you know what I'm saying? But these will be some deep topics, so be ready to listen. All right, so the first topic we're going to get into is, where do you see the world going in a few years? 5 years, 10 years from now? Like, where do you see the world going?
Nobody can predict further than 5 years with technology. Technology is so advanced, but nobody can accurately predict after 5 years. But within that 5 years, VR is going to blow up. So I was watching Jocko Willink, and Jocko Willink is a veteran, and he was talking about how to better yourself, it's nice to like use the phone to watch people that you do not like. And for me, people that I don't like are people who go against the word of God, who go against Jesus. Those are the people I don't like. So I was on TikTok and I was watching this Satanist. I was in the comments just like, man, they don't realize, like, they believe in a God. They do believe in God, okay? And the reason that is because not believing in God is a sin that even the devil, Lucifer, didn't even break that sin. Of course they're going to believe in a God.
Yeah, you have
But
to.
they don't believe in Jesus. They don't believe that. And that's truly pitiful. That's sad because he is the only way. And for people who want to know, there is a such thing as reading the wrong Bibles. You should be reading the King James Version. That has no lines, no verses taken out of it. King James Bible. And that Bible, in a world like this, my scientific truth would have to be, if I were to wake up and take off a simulation and I'm in a whole different area now, my scientific truth would have to be so true that even if I wake up and it's a simulation, it's still true. And the scientific truth to me would be the Bible.
Next topic we're gonna get into. This is a pretty popular topic going on, especially now, man. Do you believe in aliens, and if so, why?
I do believe in aliens. I believe that the universe started at nothing. Zero does not exist. This has been proven because they can't prove it does. Zero does not exist. Zero would be nothing. But to categorize nothing into nothing makes it something, adding a one. And just like a computer, boom, it's gonna blow up. And Newton's third law, every action has an equal and opposite reaction. And it's not really Newton's third law, it's just the law of things, the law of yes. So smart. I don't think we're gonna see aliens anytime soon because the Big Bang is gonna have to shrink.
Lately, they've been talking about aliens and stuff like that.
If you believe we have crashed craft, stated earlier, do we have the bodies of the pilots who piloted this craft?
As I've stated publicly already in my News Nation interview, biologics came with some of these recoveries.
Were they, I guess, human or non-human biologics?
Non-human.
They were talking about aliens and stuff like that on the news, but my whole idea and thought process behind that is, you know, the government and stuff like that and the politics of how that works. If they know that something serious is going on or whatever, they're not going to advertise it. I'm just like, all right, come on now. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Is this a sense of distraction or some type of, you know, decoy for people to tune into?
So I wanted to get into the name of God. You know, in this type of era, people are actually starting to understand that Jesus' name was not Jesus. It was Yahshua or something like that. Yahshua in that sense. And they're also figuring out that the name of God is Yahweh. Now,
Yeah.
if you spell it out, it's Yahweh. But that was made because if you inhale, you make a Yah sound
Mm.
or a Yi, Y-H, Y-H-W-H, Yahweh. So when you
Mm.
inhale, you say Yi,
Yeah.
Yah, basically. And then when you exhale, you say, or wait, when you breathe, you say the name of God. So when you are born, your first word is the name of God. And when you
Mm.
die, your last word is the name of God.
Some deep topics, man.
Yes,
But
sir.
of course, nobody would see this or know this in the Bible. You see what I'm saying? Because these type of topics are the stuff that'll lead us to you got it, you got it.
Sorry to cut you off. Speaking of the Bible, Jesus said, "You do not live off. Man does not live off of bread and water alone, but by every word of God. But by the
Mm.
word of God."
Mm.
That means millions of things. But one of those things that stuck out was we breathe. For us to live, we have to breathe. We do not live off of bread and water alone. We
Yeah.
live off of the word of God.
The Bible is really depicted or used as a tool of knowledge and wisdom.
To bring us to this decision of, will I live my life for the world or will I live my life for God?
If you want to be living the right way, you got to live by the word of God. You know what I'm saying? But the way that the world is designed is so many distractions, it pulls you away from that word. Should be the time where everybody's getting together and truly finding out who they are as an individual. Get into the next topic, bro. All right. What's one conspiracy that you actually believe in?
You've heard of Chat GPT?
Yeah, you was telling me about that
Yes,
whenever we
sir.
went.
So there are people in this world. There are a couple people in this world that have access to Chat GPT, but 1,000 times better. They put in all the variables of this physical realm. They put in all the variables of all the periodic charts they have.
Mm.
They put it all together in this, and they type in, how can I create a gold bar? And it will tell them how to properly create a gold bar. You type in, how do I destroy the government with $100,000? It will tell you how to. It will
Mm.
tell you how to create a UFO with the components you have at your disposal. That's the technology they have, automatically devaluing everything. And the scary part for me is that there are hackers.
Mm.
As much as they try to get the best protection and the best everything, there are hackers. And
Yeah.
eventually they will get that. They will get that technology.
Technology is becoming very dangerous because they're designing it a certain type of way, man. Man, have you ever been on your phone, right? And you're just simply thinking about something, right? You go to Google, you type in the one word, and the whole thing pops up. You're like, hold on, like it just reads your mind.
Well, speaking of reading minds, they had this technology maybe 10 years ago that they were trying to like show these people pictures for a
Yeah,
long period of time, and then they would go to sleep, and then they would track what they were seeing in their brain and have like a blurry image of kind of what they saw in their dream. And it
mm,
got to the point to today, maybe like a month ago, I saw this. It literally knows what you're thinking in your dream now with AI
mm,
help. Now our dreams aren't safe anymore.
yeah. Dang, that's wild, bro. Like I was saying, bro, like technology is getting crazy, bro. Why do you think people are so addicted to their phone? Because they set the phone a certain type of way that is modified to you so you can stay on your phone a lot longer.
They're not confident enough in themselves, especially as kids. They don't know what to think. They don't know what to do.
Yeah,
They don't know what's actually right or wrong. And they see all these
yeah.
things on the phone. And I'm honestly worried because you keep giving these kids technology that, like, are the 15-year-olds going to be the new 25-year-olds?
Mm, mm,
You know,
yeah.
that's worrisome.
A lot of people lived longer back then without these type of things such as technology and stuff like that. Like life is going to the point where I feel like in the near future, people are only gonna be able to see, maybe 50, 40 at that. You see what I'm saying? Because life back then, a lot of people lived to like hundreds. Now most people are dying at like 75, some pushing 80. But over time, life has been becoming this shrink.
Man, I was looking into the thoughts of value. Like, what do we have of value that AI does not? And, a lot of people say automatically we have a spirit,
Mm,
and that is true. But
mm,
with value, this is the thing with value. How are we valued? I
yeah,
figured out that the only reason we have value is because God values us. God
mm,
gave us that value.
yeah,
God is the only common denominator.
yeah. Gotta give it to you, bro. Gotta give it to you, man. Gotta give you your flowers now, bro, because I feel
You're
like
the only one
if
that told me that.
and that's what I'm saying,
Thank
bro.
you.
Because I feel like that's where a lot of people go wrong, man. Somebody gives a powerful message, or they wait until their very last second or something to tell you, man, you was this. Now I'm gonna tell you now, bro. What you're talking about is very powerful, bro. Like for
Thanks.
real. For real. I hope y'all really taking something away from this because we not just spitting just to spit. Like this stuff is true, bro. This is the stuff that people don't want to hear, but y'all need to hear it. Do you believe in a heaven and do you believe in a hell? Okay.
There was this guy who explained how he he in a dream he went to hell, and when he went there, he described it as exactly. He was like it was a thick floor of maggots, and everyone was cramped, and everyone was it was like I was trying to breathe and I couldn't breathe. I was gasping for air and I couldn't even gasp for it. It was like I you drink water and suffocate. It was like that, but like
Yeah.
it was worse. Like I felt like I was on the verge of death every second, like Deadpool.
Mm,
And then he was like, it was this dark fire. He saw these giant demons,
mm,
scary stuff. It is truly terrifying. Said there were He said, and this goes with the Bible too. Everyone's gonna have their personal maggots.
mm,
They're gonna have maggots all over their body that infinitely feed off of them. Personally, I ask questions like, should I fear God more than I love him, or should I love him more than I fear him?
mm.
And it gets really tricky because it's like, no, I should definitely fear him, but at the same time, it's complicated for my mind.
Yeah.
That's the question I ask myself.
Like I said, I want to give you your flowers and appreciate you now for, just taking time out of your day, bro, to, what I'm saying, kick some real, authentic, true game with me, bro.
If you really want to feel the power of God, go to my TikTok and look at my reposts. My reposts are like nothing but quotes from
Yeah.
Jesus. Man, I constantly look at my reposts all the time, and I just always feel the power of the words that they say in those videos.
Make sure y'all like, comment, and subscribe, man. Show love, you feel me? And we
So
gone. Make sure
love.
y'all make sure y'all tune into the next episode. We gone.